Aries, hi. So this is going to be a reading for February 3rd through the 9th, and I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future. And then I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Aries. The overall energy for the reading, the Seven of Cups. I mean, somebody's kind of looking through options here in regards to what they're going to do about something, and I feel like that somebody is you. Yeah, somebody's thinking about, how should I navigate through this? What should I do? What are my next steps and things like that? In the recent past, the Five of Swords, the Four of Wands, the Eight of Swords, there's an energy here that complicates the shit out of things, and it shouldn't even be here. But it's here. So there's a commitment, and someone within that commitment is overthinking the shit out of things, where it just complicates everything. Everything looks complicated there. And it's deceptive, because it's like, if this overthinking were to not be here, this wouldn't be so complicated. So someone's creating quite the stories about what's going on there, when those stories are not necessarily even true. Okay, I don't know who's doing that, but somebody. In the current situation, the Ten of Wands, the High Priestess, the Knight of Cups. Yeah, someone's making a decision here, potentially based off of their intuition. And again, I get that someone is you. It's looking to not be the easiest decision ever. It's quite difficult, but their intuition says, hey, you should go in this direction, and it kind of makes sense. But again, it feels like it's not easy. Okay. In the immediate future, the King of Cups, the Queen of Swords, the Justice card. Finally, things look balanced here. Lots of balance compared to especially the past there. Because in the current situation, even though it's not easy, it's still somebody's showing up at least attached to their intuition and going with their intuition. So what the hell is that wind? Let's clarify. Let me clarify the Seven of Cups. Yeah, someone's putting some decisions into place. For the Seven of Cups, you get the Knight of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles. It does come in from clarity, though. Whatever action is being taken here based on someone coming up with the best decision. It's not coming in as, impulsive type of action, or it's looking like, if this is you've thought about it. It's not coming in as, oh, okay, I'm just going to decide something because it feels good in the moment. No, you took your time with it, and it makes sense. It keeps on coming through as this makes sense for the situation, So I don't know what you're doing here, but it's looking to be making sense. Okay. And this could be in regards to something you're working on. For the Five of Swords, in the recent past, you get the Ace of Wands, the Hangman, the Four of Pentacles. Well, that's not great. Because this is an energy of someone that's saying, oh, we should do this, and we should get that, and we should. And at the end of the day, they're not doing shit. Lots of promises here about what should be done. And nothing's getting done. I'm trying to understand here in this energy if whoever this is doing it on purpose or doesn't even realize that they're doing it. At the end of the day, the result is still the same. Stuff ain't getting done, But are they not realizing that? But I'm promising the world and I'm delivering nothing? I know at some point it's going to become, it doesn't even matter if they mean it or not, you know, if they're doing it on purpose or not. The result is still going to be the same. For the Four of Wands, you get the Six of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles, the Chariot. Nah, you needed shit to get done. So in time, once you heard over and over, you know, the same promises and no delivery on those promises, you probably started to distance yourself from whoever that was. But were you still there? Because that's when it becomes complicated. Okay, you distance yourself, but were you still engaged with this energy that was saying that they're going to do something and not doing it? Because your energy is go, let's go, let's go. And that type of an energy is going to drag you down. For the Eight of Swords, you get the Death card, the Hermit, the Queen of Wands. Okay. Yeah, it became very complicated at some point. But I do see the intention of we got to put this to a close because we're not getting anywhere here. Neither one of us. If one energy runs through this ongoing type of force, right, that they got to do, they got to achieve, they got to do this and that. And the other energy is okay being where they're at, but not really doing much in that, but promising that they would, but they don't. That energy is going to make this energy feel either stuck or feel like it's going backwards. And it's not fair to either one of those energies to play the push and pull here. So I get the sense that at some point it became very complicated until you stepped into a clear energy of this is done. I need to move. I need to keep on moving here. You know? Now, did you? I don't know. But the energy is clear. Clarity definitely came to you. No, you're not moving. Okay. For the Ten of Wands, you get the Five of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles, the Four of Wands. Well, if there is anywhere you're moving towards, it would be back to try to work on this, which is fine. Okay, that's what you're deciding. Yeah, well, let's give this another chance, even though I feel like I should go for the hills. It's okay. You know, at least you're putting that moving energy towards something. It is showing up as being deceptive because it is showing up as if that's your decision, that I'm going to move towards this commitment to try to make it work or something, then why are you complaining that it's hard, it's difficult, it's so hard? It would be hard, but you made the decision. It would be hard regardless because you're coming from a place in which you probably were held back here. So your energy wants to move forward. That's hard to begin with. But then someone's coming back to this saying, and it's also hard to fight against the energies that are available, because the energies that are available are those of, I'm done here. You know, I'm not saying you can't. Yes, go for it. Just expect that it's going to be hard. You know, it's going to be hard. But if that's what you feel is right, by all means. Just take into consideration there's elements here that are making it very, very difficult. For the High Priestess, in the current situation, you get the Queen of Cups, the Eight of Swords, the Seven of Cups. You're torn here. There's two sides to you. One that is thinking about moving on, has no idea where, how, when, you know. And the other side that's like, no, we gotta do something about this. So you're torn. Let me see the Knight of Cups. Man, this reading. For the Knight of Cups, you get the Three of Cups, the Ten of Wands, the Knight of Wands. I feel like this is mostly a challenge, especially in the department of self-love. You know, eventually that's where it's, well, it was that to begin with, but eventually that's where it's going to lead. Okay, you love whoever's at the other end of this, or this dynamic, or whatever this dynamic brings for your life. Who do you love more here? This and the struggle here, because it is a struggle by the looks of it, the difficulty of trying to work towards this, or yourself at the end of the day. I'm not seeing where the other energy is at. Like, okay, so you decided, okay, let's try to work on this. Where are they at? In the same position? I see them here, beginning the reading. Not moving, not doing anything. Are you the only one that's fighting for this? Because then I'm going to have a problem with this whole situation. Then I'm not going to okay you there. I will still okay you because it's none of my business, but it's gonna turn this whole situation into something else then for you. So for right now, you seem to be torn between two complete opposite directions. And right now you seem to be engaging a lot more with one than the other, but they're both very present from an energetic standpoint. The directions, I mean, the one of moving on and the one of staying here and trying to keep on trying. For the King of Cups in the immediate future, you get the Ace of Swords, the Queen of Swords, the Three of Swords. Blow! He can't hear me, he's too far. I see someone taking action here from a place of understanding that sometimes, even though you care for a particular person or situation, sometimes it's going to be difficult. The choices you make over that or away from that. But somebody's coming in from that place of understanding that this might not be easy, but I got to do this. You know, this is the only action-based situation that I'm seeing throughout the whole reading that finally makes sense, because it's coming from a place of balance, where you may still feel like you're being torn, but you're not really. You're more clear. So you're doing something here. I don't know what. Let's see the Queen of Swords. You get the Temperance card, the Nine of Cups, the Magician. Yeah, you're finally turning it. I feel like the self-love energy is definitely winning this. Eventually. Not right now, but eventually. Because you're doing something. You're definitely putting your foot down in a little bit of a different way than before. And you're very clear about doing everything from the angle of putting yourself first. So even though right now you're kind of juggling with that a little bit, in the immediate future, it seems like you're doing things from that perspective of putting yourself first. For the Justice card in the immediate future, you get the Knight of Cups, the Justice card, the Temperance card. And believe it or not, that might be the trick to this. Whether you want to work on this or not, or whatever the decision is ultimately, by approaching anything you're dealing with from that perspective of putting yourself first, is going to change the whole dynamic. So you might be surprised when you start doing this that things might actually turn out good here down the road. Might. They might not, because again, I don't know where they're at. I have no idea what you're dealing with here. But when I see you and I see a definite shift within you here, it might change the whole thing. From not feeling this way, from not looking this way, the energy is definitely going to break here once you do this. Cool. Let me see what the universe has. The King of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, the Empress. Yeah, and be patient through this process. I see it as being quite the process. And it has quite a good potential here to grow in the most healthiest way possible for everybody involved. But it's a long process from what I can see here. And it does seem that way because, you know, it went from that whole complication of everything into, okay, well, now it doesn't look as complicated, but it does look like I'm torn into two places here. And then finally you're putting yourself first, and that changes things. But for things to settle within each of these stages, it's going to take some time, you know. So it's a process. It might be quite a beneficial process for everybody involved, not only for yourself, but especially for yourself. So give it time. Give yourself time through this. And go through each of these stages. Apparently they need to me, from where I'm sitting, it looks like they need to happen like that, so that you gain a little more clarity with each stage, you know, until you get to the point of, okay, I'm doing this like this. So that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time.